been different. It's been different times.
Family and friends, George Brown College is located on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, as other Indigenous people who have lived here over time. We are grateful to share this land as treaty people who work and live in the community with each other. Please rise if you are able to and join in the singing of our national anthem, followed by the honor song by Jordan Sugar.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Qu'à ton bras c'est porter le pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants
Please stay standing and welcome Jordan Sugar, who was Cree Lakota from the Piapot First Nation in Treaty 4, and he is from the Thunderbird clan.
Hey,
Thank you, Jordan. Please take your seats. On behalf of George Brown College, I would like to welcome you all, graduates, family, and friends, to George Brown College's convocation ceremonies for the class of 2022. My name is Janine Christensen, Registrar and Associate Vice President, Strategic Enrollment, and it is my pleasure to serve as your MC today. Today, we have gathered to recognize the academic achievements of graduates from the Center of Hospitality and Culinary Arts. You have all worked hard to get here, and on behalf of the George Brown College community, I extend the warmest of congratulations to you and those who have supported you on this special day. It's now my pleasure to introduce the members of our platform party. I invite them to stand and remain standing, if able, as they are introduced. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. It is my pleasure to introduce Noella Milne, the second Chancellor of George Brown College, and Lisa Zangler and Jolene May, carrying the Eagle Feather today. The Eagle Feather ceremony in Convocation respects Indigenous students' cultural heritage and spiritual beliefs. Eagle feathers symbolize great honor to an individual, and graduation signifies the importance of education achievement and the honor the graduate brings to their family, community, and nation. In the words of Elder Julie DeBassier, the feather is a gift of the eagle. We all have gifts. We need to honor them and use our gifts to do our jobs. From the Board of Governors of George Brown College, Kevin Costante, Anish Chaudhry Kankala. From George Brown College, Dr. Gervin Farron, President. Dr. Corey Ross, Provost. Chef John Higgins, Director, Enterprise Leadership, Culinary and Hospitality Ambassador, Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. Dr. Chris McGrath, Vice President, Students, and Senior Student Success Officer. Leslie Quinlan, Senior Vice President, People Enablement and Experience. Kizzy Badeau, Director, Strategic Partnerships and Grants. Dr. Krista Holmes, Associate Vice President, Research and Innovation. Michael Herrera, Chief Financial Officer. Emily Bain, Executive Director, Coordination and Operations, President's Office. Now, from the George Brown College Student Association, Dewani Balavat, Director of Operations. Our keynote speaker this morning is Michael Bonaccini, who will be introduced later in the ceremony today. Finally, all the staff and faculty of George Brown College. Please stand. Please join me in acknowledging your platform party. Please take your seats. This morning, we are recognizing graduates from the George Brown College Chef School in the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. Our interpreters this morning are Monique Ledrew and Tara Everett, and our real-time captioner is Olivia Arnaud. I now invite Chancellor Noella Milne to open today's convocation ceremonies. Madam Chancellor.
Class of 2022, it is my pleasure to join your family, friends, and the George Brown community in celebrating your achievement today. As Chancellor of George Brown College, my role is to act as an ambassador and advocate for our students and graduates, to tell the world about the amazing things you're doing and the impact you're having on our community. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I really don't feel so amazing right now. And how am I supposed to make an impact in the middle of a pandemic? It's true that you are graduating at a time of great uncertainty and change. And I know how scary and overwhelming this can be. But we can't control the challenges that life sends our way. All we can control is how we respond to them. The COVID crisis has forced us out of our comfort zone. It has shown us that companies and individuals that are adaptable, flexible, and innovative excel in a time of turbulence and great change. And what I've discovered in my own life is that when times get tough, the best way to help yourself is by helping others. I'd like to share a little bit of my personal history, as I hope it will resonate with many graduates and families here today. I came to Canada alone at the age of 17 as a young immigrant from India looking for new opportunities. I worked during the day and attended classes at night to earn a college diploma and then a university degree until I eventually landed in law school. Since then, I've seen the many ways that having an education opens doors to opportunity, both professionally and personally. Not only has it allowed me to establish a rewarding career, it has, more importantly, provided me with many tools that enable me to give back to my community. For me, this has meant volunteering with a wide range of organizations, from the George Brown College Foundation to the Children's Aid Foundation of Canada and to UNICEF Canada. My work with these charities has kept me grounded and made me realize how fortunate I am and spurred me on to want to give more of my time, money, and efforts. The focus away from myself is the gift that being involved in community work gave me, made me more sensitive and more humble, traits that sadly you do not pick up in law school. Today, I want you to consider how you can take what you've learned at George Brown College and use it to make your community stronger and a better place because you are there. Think about how much you've grown and changed during your time at college, how much you've learned, not only about your area of study, but about yourself as a person and the world around you. How can you apply this knowledge to help others and bring about positive change? This world appears to be becoming a more divided, scarier place every day, where the gulf between the haves and the have-nots, racialized and non-racialized people, those who want to fight climate change and those who deny it, seems to have widened to an insurmountable degree. You have the opportunity to bridge that divide. Instead, reach back, way back, and help those behind you make it through. Stand up for the underprivileged and the bullied. Speak up yourself anytime you encounter discrimination or racism towards yourself or those around you. Take a stand on climate change issues. The last 12 months have been extremely turbulent, and we will no doubt remember this year as a year of deep sorrow and loss, with thousands suffering and dying in Ukraine, and thousands of our loved ones dying of COVID. But we will also look at this year as a watershed year, when the seeds of love and hope were sown, when people of all colors and backgrounds all over the world marched together under the Black Lives Matter banner to push back on racism, injustice, and senseless discrimination. We've seen the Western countries united as never before to offer aid and support to Ukraine. We've seen people reject the politics of division and hate, voting for a kinder, more empathetic and inclusive society, both in the US and more recently in France. Real social change can happen when people come together to advocate and take action. Take advantage of the pandemic pause to evaluate, to take stock of what it is you are about. What will make you proud? This pandemic has starkly exposed what has always been lurking in the shadows, the unacceptable, soul-wrenching divisions in our society. You have to decide what kind of a world you want to live in. And once you decide, your actions should reflect your choice. There are many possible futures for each one of you graduating today. Your actions from this day onwards will determine what that future will be. So choose your path and your actions thoughtfully. So, for example, if you decide you want to live in a world that is free of racism, how will your actions and the way you live your life reflect this choice and help shape that world? You might be overwhelmed and say you are no Gandhi, nor Martin Luther King, nor Nelson Mandela. But remember, if thousands of people did not march with those great leaders, they would have had zero impact on this world. It took thousands of ordinary people like you and me who believed in the cause to take a stand, to take a risk to follow them. That's how you get meaningful and lasting change. Community is the key. There are so many ways to give back, and I know you'll find community involvement to be incredibly rewarding. Class of 2022, I'm incredibly proud of all you've accomplished. There is so much potential in this graduating class, and I can't wait to see and celebrate when each one of you makes your mark on our community. With that said, it is my pleasure to now declare this convocation ceremony open. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. I now call upon Chef Higgins to introduce our keynote speaker.
Good morning. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, George Brown College faculty and staff, graduates, and family and friends. It is my great honor to introduce our 2022 keynote speaker, Chef Michael Bonacini. Chef Bonacini was raised in South Wales to a Welsh mother and Italian father. He trained in London and immigrated to Canada in 1985. Michael is one of Canada's leading restaurateurs and one of the most respected and accomplished hospitality industry leaders in Canada. He is also a TV celebrity, a judge on MasterChef Canada, host of Bonacini's Italy. Chef Bonacini was featured on Cook Like a Chef and is the resident chef on The Marlon Dennis Show. Chef Bonacini co-founded Oliver and Bonacini Hospitality with Peter Oliver in 1993, commonly known as, O&B. It is one of Canada's leading restaurant and event groups. O&B's diverse portfolio includes a collection of unique and innovative restaurants and event spaces, a bakery, several strategic partnerships including Tea and Bannock, Canoe, Auberge de Pommier, Biff's Bistro, O&B Cafe and Grill, and many others. Michael founded his first restaurant, Jump, with business partner Peter Oliver in 1993. The Centre of Hospitality and Culinary Arts, CHCA, has a long relationship with Michael. Due to his reputation and industry leaders, he has enduring influences in the culinary and hospitality sector. Michael's involvement at CHCA spans from providing an annual scholarship and externships for CHCA students, providing catering services to the school, and offering the use of the event spaces and event rentals for CHCA events. Now, you must be wondering what it took for Michael to build this game-changing culinary and hospitality model. Well, hard work for sure, risk-taking, an instinct for what is new and what is next, absolutely. A few years ago, Peter Oliver was granted with an honorary degree in hospitality. Today, Michael receives his honorary degree for culinary. We truly have an O&B partnership at CHCA. I've had the pleasure to know Michael for many years. We have done many charity events together. Someone once says to me, quality and integrity are not expensive, they're priceless. I'm going to say that one more time. Quality and integrity are not expensive. When I think of that, I think of Michael Bonaccini. I am very pleased to welcome our keynote speaker, Michael Bonaccini. Michael?
Good morning and welcome to Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, George Brown faculty and staff, graduates, families, and friends. I'm honored to be here, face to face, with the hospitality industry's freshest talent. I want to sincerely congratulate all the graduates who are in attendance today. I hope that each of you feel proud to be sitting here and that you will carry that sense of pride with you through all your future endeavors. I can tell you, one of the most exciting memories and moments of my life was the very first time I put on my chef's jacket for cooking school. Every single time I don my chef's whites, I feel immensely proud to be part of this industry and what that jacket represents. I often say, if that feeling ever dissipates, then I'll know it's time to hang up my apron for good. We're all here today because we've fallen in love with hospitality at some point in our lives. For me, I experienced my first taste for hospitality as a kid, working in my parents' hotel in South Wales, whether I was helping my dad in the kitchen, stripping the beds, or emptying the waste paper bins. Everyone had a job to do. I always remember the strict standards and attention to detail. And if you had to do a thing, you had to do it really well, or it wasn't to be done at all. My role in this family affair helped spark not only my diligent work ethic, but my passion for hospitality, and especially taking care of guests. That energy and excitement followed me through cooking school and came into sharp focus when I entered the kitchen of the Dorchester, one of London's most iconic hotels. There, surrounded by the hustle and bustle of 150 other cooks, I began to truly understand the hospitality machine in all its glory. I began to view hospitality as the unique opportunity to connect with a guest and leave them with an absolutely head-spinning impression of who we are. Through our beautiful presented food, flawless service, or even something as simple as a warm and welcoming smile. Those are the moments when perfectly executed energize my batteries and drive my passion for this industry. I'm a big believer in having a genuine passion for your work. It has to be real. It has to be rich. It has to be deep and strong. You have to be able to look at yourself each and every morning as you brush your teeth, thinking, I can't wait to get to work. Toronto's hospitality industry has progressed exponentially over the last 20 years. And quite frankly, I think it's one of the most exciting culinary landscapes in North America. And that's thanks to the passionate individuals like you that have pushed our standards to soaring new heights. I want all of you to harness that desire for continuous improvement with the goal of becoming leaders in our industry and setting a benchmark for the next generation. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: changes and challenges will be constant, and we must be ready to embrace them. I would urge you to take advantage of learning opportunities and broaden your horizons as much as possible. Whether that means cooking your way through Asia or picking up a Taiwanese cookbook, be prepared to push yourself mentally and physically and never, ever stop learning. Some of you may not know this, but I've been fortunate enough to experience many different aspects of this business. I led the front of house team in the role as general manager at Jump. I've worn the hat of a general contractor when Peter Oliver and I were building new restaurants. I've deepened my wine knowledge through WSET. I've been fortunate enough to sit in the judge's chair on MasterChef Canada. Recently, I've continued my education through the University of Toronto and Guelph University, studying forest management. And I continue to stay busy as I learn the art and science of beekeeping up at our family farm. Although my career started with an apron, it certainly hasn't ended with that apron. One of my greatest mentors, Chef Anton Mosiman, would always say at the Dorchester that cooking is an eternal apprenticeship. And I'm convinced that sentiment extends to all areas of hospitality. Although you should take pride in your skill and talent, I encourage you to remain humble as you navigate your next steps. George Brown has given you the strong foundation and the toolbox. Now, it's up to you to faithfully hone your craft, build your reputation as you grow into the best version of yourself. Again, I want to extend a huge congratulations to all of you. Whatever path you wish to take in your hospitality journey, I wish you the very best of success. Thank you.
I now invite President Farron and Chancellor Milne to come to the podium to say a few words about this year's recipient of an Honorary Honors Bachelor of Commerce Culinary Management.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bonacini, for your inspiring remarks and your leadership and innovation in the culinary and hospitality industry, as well as for your support of George Brown students. Madam Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present you with Michael as the recipient of the Honorary Bachelors of Commerce Culinary Management honoris causa. Thank you.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor of George Brown College, I confer the Honors Bachelor of Commerce, Culinary Management, honoris causa. Congratulations, Michael.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for this morning. Karen Rashish is graduating from the Culinary Management program in the Chef School. Karen, will you please address your graduating class of 2022?
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, George Brown faculty and staff, graduates, family and friends, welcome. It is an honor to see you all in person. We are here in this room attending one of the first in-person graduation ceremonies George Brown College has held since our world turned upside down. This celebration is only possible thanks to a lot of support from those around us today. Our common journey these past couple of years has been one of adversity. Those of us graduating today had to make the conscious choice to go to school during pandemic times, whether at the very beginning of our journey or partway through. We come from all walks of life, some of us just starting fresh out of high school, some of us having experienced more than our fair share of failures and successes before coming here to pursue new paths. But in the end, across different cities and even countries, we are all compelled to go into this educational journey in a field that has been so heavily impacted by recent world events. We will all go out into the world forever changed, having achieved and learned more than we could ever imagine was possible. Know that we have made it against all odds, even in online courses, system failures, internet issues, social distancing, masks and shields, and the temptation to take a short break to play games or go out with friends or do anything but our schoolwork. Despite all that we have been through, we finished what we started. That is one monumental achievement. As one of the best-known wise man figures in the wizarding world, Albus Dumbledore once said, "It is our choices, Harry, that show us what we truly are far more than our abilities." And while he lived in a fictional universe, our journey was nowhere near fictional. All of us graduating made the conscious choice to accept the challenge and attend George Brown College's hospitality and culinary programs during a pandemic. We all stuck by that decision and made it to this room to walk across this stage. Thank you for taking this journey with me, both in person and online. And thank goodness I can see you all at this finish line to congratulate you and tell you one last thing. We made it. We are all... We are all about to move to the next stage of our journeys, armed with what we have learned here. We might not be together on the same path anymore once we step out that door, but we will all go forward from here, facing every challenge and every trial that comes our way as we change this industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. We have now reached the formal part of our ceremony where we award the credentials, diplomas, certificates, and degrees, and these become official documents of the college. I invite Chancellor Milne and Dr. Corey Ross to come forward.
Would the candidates please stand? Graduates? Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here today have qualified in all respects for their credentials by successfully completing curricula offered by the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts at George Brown College. Faculty members have recommended that they be awarded their credentials in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of George Brown College, I do hereby confer on you your respective diplomas, certificates, and degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the candidates not present, I request that you confer their credentials in absentia.
I so do.
Please take your seats. During the next part of the ceremony, we will be presenting the candidates individually to Chancellor Noella Milne and President Gervin Fearon. To show our respect for each candidate, we ask that you remain in your seats until the last candidate has received their credential. Guests, we ask that you be courteous when you hear your graduate's name, and please be respectful with your applause so that all names can be heard. Candidates, as you make your way across the stage, please follow the printed footsteps on the floor. Upon receiving your credential, please return to your seats to show your respect for each candidate and enjoy the rest of its convocation ceremony. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I present the candidates from the Center of Hospitality and Culinary Arts so that you may confer their credentials. I invite our announcer, Patrick Kwok-Chun, to come to the podium now. Patrick is a graduate of the George Brown Theatre School.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, it's an honor to present the graduates of 2022 from the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts, George Brown Chef School, the Culinary Management Program, Amrit Singh, Arsen Abdikarimov, Daniela Alejandra Acosta Ruiz with honors, Emir Ross Advincula with honors, Mariam Afia with honors, Travis Anderson, Dame Civil Aguero Aruo with honors, Diane Batista with honors, Mason Benitez with honors, Himanshu Bisht, John Bodis with honors, Ethan Bruin with honors, Clinton Dwight Brown Hutchinson with honors, Min Sok Byun with honors, Francis Cassie with honors, Wilson Cameron with honors, Justine Cancino with honors, Anna Cow, John Mark Alario Castro, Chi Wen Chiang, Dean's Medal winner and with honors, Minju Cho with honors, Jae Min Choi, Jeremy Clinton, Isabella Comello with honors, Lucy Cunningham with honors, Darius Sam Daddy Berger, Anirudha Mandar Dandekar, Nguyen Ai Zwing Dang with honors, Dao Duc Tom, Kerfegar Kersi Daruwala, Emeritus Aldrich de la Fuente with honors, Michelle Doucette with honors, Sean Tza with honors, Estefania Durand de Brito Gallo with honors, Marlon George Edmond with honors, Sofia Figueroa Rojas with honors, Paul Christopher Fortaleza, Taylor Gannon, Fernanda Gonsalves with honors, Kayla Grenier with honors, William David Guest with honors, Dai Guo with honors. Tyler Lee Han Suniko. Jason Ho. Nat Huang. Cheyenne Hogg. Maya Holzer with honors. Vedant Jalan with honors. Ralph Vincent Harin. Sobin Vikas Javalkar with honors. Francis Kerr. Ga-yong Kim. Seo Yun Kim. Ariana Kingscote with honors. Sidesh Anil Kore with honors. Chloe Lamp with honors. Michael Laverne. Dadyo Lee with honors. Alexandriv Leno. Ye-young Lim. Ivy Lovell with honors. Yanfei Anthony Luck with honors. Vimbai Magumbe. Mauricio Marquez Nakasato with honors. Bella Marcella with honors. Connor Richard McNichol. Diego Mieri Teran. Leah Miller with honors. Utkarsh Monga with honors. Nathaniel Montecastro with honors. Tanzida Musume. Edison Justin Navalta. Amir Reza Nayebi. Ken Treng Nguyen. Rebecca Matthew. Quang Dui Nguyen with honors. Thi Nok Diep Nguyen. Asma Yusuf Noor with honors. Mehak Ori. Oyindamola Oke with honors. Miguel Pancheco Lozano. Nicole Ashish Pagdiwala. Shitij Pawar. Sean Patterson. Phi Mai Lone Pham. Van Thin Pham. Brady Damon Pinder. Ethan William Pon with honors. Mohammed Marufur Rahman. Rachel Carmela Ramos with honors. Ralph Ranez with honors. Karen Rashish with honors. Jacob Mark Rasmussen. Ji Young Ro with honors. Debalina Saha with honors. Wetaka Shantie Sai Sopa with honors. Javier Mauricio Sanchez Cubides. Daniel Scavone with honors. Nupur Sanjay Shah. Sunny Shukla with honors. Harman Singh. Angelina Slusar with honors. Andrew Gordon Sutherland with honors. Maggie Tamik with honors. Chi Phi Tran. Tien Dat Tran. Arvin Bertos Villasan. Trang Pham Vo. Eileen Yang. Xie Ching Yun with honors. Zhu Hyun Yun. Miao Yu. From the Baking and Pastry Arts Management Program, Taylor Lois Glenn Adams with honors. Tawny Rose Ahrens with honors. Caitlin Randy Ardina. Yu Yang Ban with honors. Diksha Batra with honors. Karishma Batra with honors. Gabriela Bevilacqua with honors. Mallory Blair with honors. Sarah Marie Broad with honors. Julia Lucia Cariati with honors. Madison Rose Caruso with honors. Yi Chun Chang with honors. Claire Chappelle with honors. Shi Kyung Cheng with honors. Sharon Chung with honors. Rosamund Isabel Craig. Sarah Dills. Jordan Ferrucci with honors. Ida Fuladzadeh Genoe with honors. Joshua Rayner Liu Garcia. Kira Gibson. Michaela Daniel Hanna with honors. Claudia Ho with honors. Amara Hoda. Sashani Hilton. Nusha Puran. Annika Johnson with honors. Kyunhee Kang with honors. Jessica Kong with honors. Woojin Kwon with honors. Julia Lorignano with honors. Byagdo Lee with honors. Eugene Lee with honors. Jasmine Annette Linton with honors. TQ Samantha Louis. Alicia Majid. Casey Ann Alonzabe Manipon with honors. Sholin May with honors. Abigail Mikanovsky with honors. Danielle Barbara Moore with honors. Lily Nilkasam with honors. Tolulope Adeyanju Oladiran with honors. Darshi Pragnesh Pandya with honors. Caitlin Pemberton. Jane Crystal Kigaman with honors. Roshni Remtala with honors. Darian Robertson with honors. Rachel Lynn Sanders with honors. Che Shin with honors. Ardianto Sumitro with honors. Julia Tabor with honors. Joyce Tung with honors. Amrita Valdez. Stephanie Wu with honors. Anna Yerokina with honors. Mitsuki Yoshida with honors. Catalina Torreberio. V. Trong. Mariel Lopez de Souza Lima with honors. Tan Fong Huyn. Shawen Chiu. Tsiha Trang Nguyen with honors. Gabriana Terzian with honors. Yue Zhang with honors. Chen Zhao with honors. From the Culinary Management Nutrition Program, Abir Mohammed Berhan Ali. Beverly Kim Orpia Kambuslai. Feng Ying Chen. Achalaporn Junjalun Chaisak with honors. Elisa de la Cruz with honors. Piyush Prakash Gore with honors. Shante Marie Grant with honors. Christine Hotz with honors. Megumi Ishantani. Huin Ko Le with honors. Gunju Lee with honors. Kobe Lowe with honors. Jessica Elizabeth Mason with honors. Carlos Eduardo Olivas with honors. V. Pham. Mariana Schill. In Hai T. Jun with honors. Zihao Wang. From the Culinary Skills Program, Omer Farouk Bayar with honors. Sarah Beadle. Ryan Marcus Boyd with honors. Seema Siman with honors. Carly Crawford. Mohit Deepak Devnani with honors. Lily Elliott. Rami Gerayeb. Tara Jean Gibbs. Luis Enrique Gomez Holanda de Sa with honors. Sar Omar Hayat. Kelvin J. Sudasan with honors. Edel Maria Julve with honors. Kristen Lavallée with honors. Tyler Laurie Cuthbertson with honors. Emily Elizabeth Lawson. Mai Le with honors. Edward John Margus with honors. Alexander Marion with honors. Robert Ma. Hande Menexe with honors. Giselle Ann Pacquiao with honors. Lakshmi Santosh. Joseph Sarnofsky with honors. Logan Thompson. Eleni Veras. Alex Zidens with honors. From the Food and Nutrition Management Program, Urvashi Motwani. Rukshen Akleri Sian. Negar Beji. Oyebola Korede Ayeni. Daniel Bryson. Bona Chalia. Minerva Charles. Hinrich Dorado. Abigail Galvis. Anushia Anastasia Garcia Stewart. Doel Gauche. Ashay Jean-Baptiste. Ayana Joseph. Diana Kanya. Hania Khan. Rebecca Tendai Masungo. Shimona Patel. Deborah Rabiu with honors. Alexandra Rosiek. Sahil Shah. Tina Sharma. Sophie Tse. Amanda Wade. Aurora Wild. Chris Zhang. From the Advanced French Patisserie Program, Ishdeep Singh. Srividya Bhavani. Harneet Singh Joli. Nikita Kovali. Yinghui Long. Maria Pamela Ann Rivera Monghe. Sneha Selwindas. Ankit Vishwatnat. Sinray Jang. From the Cook 2 Apprentice Advanced Program, Samoya Ellis. From the Honors Bachelor of Commerce Culinary Management Program, Caitlin Elizabeth Ann Beaton. Sheng Feng Bong with honors. Cherry Joy Kael. Vince Joshua Seniza. Mohammed Uzair Ali Chowdhury. Kendrick Coe with honors. Anthony Stephen Joseph Cummins. Carlene DeFreitas. Adrian Joshua Estrada. Veronica Isabella Farias. Thomas Fortunato with honors. James Russell Green. Vladislav Iliev. Ruming G. Khan Lee. Ben Lee. Joyan Lee. Danielle Abilo Manabat. Carmelina Martinelli. Saif Nassif. Henry Ho Nguyen. Jane Ada Paintsill. Shayan Salihirag. Aditya Prem Segal. Carolina Silva Hurtado with honors. Anmol Trambadia. Ace Zheng. Tong Tong Zhao. Thank you, Madam Chancellor. Mr. President, this concludes the conferral of credentials. Please join me in congratulating our graduates.
I now invite President Farron to address the graduating class.
Wasn't that just an amazing, incredible moment? Again, let's hear it for our graduates. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each of you for attending this year's convocation ceremony. It's been outstanding to see our graduates, and it's been outstanding to recognize their contributions and activity at George Brown College. Thank you all for joining us on such an amazing and wonderful day. The students graduating today have worked hard in their programs and made outstanding contributions to the college community. Through their experiential, hands-on learning, they have developed the practical skills and experience to succeed in their chosen careers and future activities. They have put into practice the teaching and learning material presented by dedicated faculty and staff members, in fact, many of whom are here. Let's recognize them as well. In short, our graduates have achieved and established a strong foundation of success, and they are ready to join a distinguished community of George Brown alumni to become the next generation of leaders in their field. Our college was established in 1968. There are more than 250,000 individuals who call George Brown College their alma mater. Today, you can go across the city of Toronto, across Ontario, across Canada, indeed across the entire globe. And wherever you go, you will find a George Brown graduate who is contributing to the success of a community, a business, a government, a not-for-profit organization, the success of others. Our alumni are helping to transform the lives of others. They, in fact, construct the buildings we live in. They construct the buildings we enjoy. They run the restaurants that attract visitors from around the world. They contribute to the productivity and profitability of businesses. And in fact, they inspire us with their creativity and their endeavors. They provide vital healthcare, community services, and deliver the early childhood education that creates possibilities for others. In other words, they help define our world. George Brown graduates are the innovators, the problem solvers, working to improve our community, our society, and just look at what they've done today. They've brightened our day, and to them, again, let's recognize them. All our graduates are special, and today we had a special individual also graduating. And today we were joined by a graduate, Joe Skarnofsky. And he's an example, and a great example, for after working with General Motors in Oshawa for more than 3 decades, he decided to do a career change. And in fact, he's actually graduated today from our Culinary Skills program. And he was here with us. He used his new skills this spring as a volunteer with World Central Kitchen in Poland, preparing meals for refugees in the war in Ukraine. The effort for him was in fact personal. You see, his grandparents came to Canada from Ukraine in the early 1900s. Joe contacted me and in fact sent me an email. And I know he was surprised to have me personally respond to him and actually respond to his call for support. And it was such an amazing moment because together we made it happen. And in fact, I think, just like Joe, you too will go out and assist and contribute to that call for assistance in the world and call to action. And I know that each one of you will go out and shape your world and define an amazing society for all of us. Because our graduates are engaging with the big issues that will define our collective future. For example, climate change, digitalization, other persistent problems and challenges. And in fact, through your effort, you're manifesting new possibilities for us all. These possibilities that we too are exploring here at George Brown College. For example, we're building Ontario's first institutional mass timber net zero carbon emission building, Limberlost Place. Again, leading here right at George Brown College. Yes, our college community is contributing to the building of Toronto. And I think that we've coined this amazing phrase that really represents you, the class of 2022. You are indeed a class of your own. And let's pause to just reflect on that. Look around you. You are a class of your own. And you're going to go out to do amazing things in the future. Let's pause again and just applaud them. For today, we celebrate all that you have accomplished, and we look ahead to the incredible impact that you will have in the future. At the same time, I believe we celebrate the many people who have supported our students, who have supported you in your success. We thank the families, the friends, the colleagues who have contributed to your educational journey. We recognize the generosity of our donors who provided the opportunities for education and skills development through bursaries and scholarships. And we are also here in witness of the amazing things done by you and the amazing things accomplished by our faculty and staff, as just made mention. I believe it's real and a reality to say they have helped to turn learning into opportunity. Opportunities for you and opportunities for us, because you will be shaping the future that we'll all enjoy. As I made mention, I'd like to ask our graduates, all of our students graduating, to also take a moment just to look around and as well to recognize and applaud all the individuals who've supported you, all of those individuals in the room today, and all of those individuals who you can think of who've been a part of your amazing journey. I want to take a moment to applaud them and to recognize them as well. Thank you. I think it's meaningful to say that each of you, each of our students, have followed a unique path and a unique path to George Brown College. And we can take the moment to honor the amazing journey that you have taken to be here and to be graduating. When I started at George Brown College as president last summer, I spent much of my first day meeting with students and learning about their stories. I was moved, as I was moved today, in just looking and listening and watching you. But in fact, then I was also moved by what I heard. As, in fact, our learners of all ages, all stages, shared their journey and their stories with me. Some of these stories included individuals working in construction for years and looking for new opportunities. And in fact, our architectural technology program became the pathway to their success. Stories of individuals traveling around the world after a first degree, and our postgraduate program in financial planning became their destination. And as I know each of you will have a story about your path, look at your destination today and look at your success as well. Each of our students graduating today has a meaningful and important story, and each one has experienced a unique and an amazing journey. What is common, in fact, what is common to all of you is that you chose to invest in your future, in your education, by pursuing these possibilities at George Brown College. We thank you and we congratulate you. I think it's also important to recognize that the jobs of today and those of tomorrow require the education, training, and skills that are acquired here at George Brown College. You made the right choice by investing in your future, and today you're celebrating the outcomes of your dedication and your hard work. I have the honor of being the president of George Brown College. And as I stand before you, I think it's also important to recognize that I don't stand alone. In fact, I stand with, alongside, by thousands of dedicated George Brown employees who have stood in front of you at times, beside you, and with you as students over the years. They have helped to establish a college that is renowned across Canada and the globe. Together, they have created a diverse and inclusive teaching and learning community that welcomes students from right across Canada and more than 130 countries around the world. As a result, George Brown College has become known for the success of its students and its graduates, as well as its role as a city builder and community developer. This is a legacy that our graduating class, you, all carry on and carry forward in your efforts and your work and your success here at George Brown College. Today is all about your graduation, but I also want to say that tomorrow is about the future. I'm going to also ask you to think about today as you are and the emotions that it engenders, but also think back to when you first heard that you were admitted to George Brown College. You were filled, of course, with a lot of joy and a sense of possibility. And if you think back even further, you'd recognize that today you have lived and worked hard at that dream. You have overcome many challenges, but what's equally important as you sit here, as you recognize the moment, you have succeeded. You're a George Brown graduate, and congratulations. Tomorrow, you will begin a new chapter. There will be exciting moments, of course, and as you've heard from others, there will be moments that might be challenging. Throughout these periods, I think that you can be confident in knowing that the education that you acquired here at George Brown College, the skills, the knowledge, the abilities, all lead you to the capacity to succeed. As you venture into an amazing future, I hope you will hold clear and hold dear a set of values of social inclusion, respecting and honoring the Indigenous peoples of these lands, and recognizing that we all play a role in building and nurturing an inclusive and prosperous Canada. Remember as well that you will be always a part of the George Brown family. Our team is here to support your success as alumnus, and we will be here to support your lifelong learning if you choose to pursue an additional credential or specialization sometime in the future. As you advance in your profession, you may also consider joining a program advisory committee. You may also consider hosting a student as part of a field placement. You may also consider partnering in a research initiative or hiring a graduate just like yourself. There are so many ways to stay connected, and we hope you will keep in touch, and we hope to see you in the future. Well, what an amazing moment. Your graduation today is just the beginning of a bright future ahead. You will, as we are, I believe that you will be amazed at that future. You should also be really proud about your accomplishments. And as you look on stage, we're also amazingly proud of you. And as you look behind you, they are also amazingly proud of you and what you've done. Congratulations on all your achievements. Congratulations on your success. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech. Thank you.
Thank you, President Fearon. Graduates, each of you here today has completed a long journey to reach this achievement. You have had the support and encouragement of people close to you, and many of your supporters are here today. This is your opportunity to say thank you to the parent, child, sibling, partner, spouse, or friend who helped make this possible. Why don't you turn around and please join me in recognizing them now. Graduates, I also invite you to join me in expressing your thanks to your faculty and staff. I would also like to thank the Office of the Registrar, the Marketing and Communications team, and the entire Convocation team of staff and students for organizing this lovely Convocation event. Graduates and guests, I invite you to rise if you are able to, and ask that you remain in the auditorium until the platform party has left the stage. I now declare these graduation exercises closed.